Yeah, yes. Good morning. How are you? My daughter Oda just came in looking like Andrew Mama. Uh, Listen, I'm so glad to be with you this morning. I'm going to be in Montreal on the 20th, and I'm so excited about being there. And I'd like for you, I've got a message for you this morning. I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it. I tell you, this thing called life, it's fascinating. I mean, you just never know what it's going to throw at you. And I'm so excited about speaking in Montreal for Kathy Trapiano. And I want you to like this page and share it. And I'm going to also be at Unity on the Bay in Miami, Florida on next Friday. But what I'm really excited about is that on the 20th, this weekend, I have the opportunity to speak in Montreal, Canada, and it's been a long time. And I'm excited. And I want you to like this page and share it because I'm going to be speaking on several things. One, how to turn your passion into profit. The other thing, how I earned my first million. And the other thing, how to earn millions with your stories. The other thing, how to build relationship capital. This is the time you can't make it by yourself. And some of the secrets of what it takes to become successful today in this global economy, this economy that's changing rapidly every day. The fact that I, I heard a lady say on a call, that Les Brown, he's a tough guy. I am tough, but I'm also a crybaby sometimes. That this stuff gets to you. It's an interesting thing. I deal with pain every day from the little c. That's what I refer to as cancer, the little c. And an interesting thing that when I speak, I'm in a certain zone and I don't feel any pain. But after I get through, about an hour later, when I get through, the pain say, I hope you got another speech this evening. Cause we gonna make you pee on yourself. Is that funny? I said, oh, give me a break. Give me a break. And so I've developed a capacity to handle it. I refuse to take pain medication. I take turmeric and cumin and black pepper and CBD oil without the THC in a pill form. A friend of mine provides for me, and I'm doing some other things as well. But I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it because I want to give you a message today. And I'm encouraging you, if you know anybody that lives in Montreal or Quebec area, anybody that you know there, I want you to call them and let them know Les Brown, Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy, he's going to be there this Sunday. I'm going to be there, and I'm excited about being there. And so it's going to be a speech that's going to transform lives. I mean, this is a time unlike anything we've ever seen. I literally need a support group to I have one addiction, and that addiction is watching the Trump craziness. I gotta pull away. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not good for my health. I know it. I try to get a little peek and not to get stuck because there's always something. And I just said, I can't do this. There's certain movies I don't watch because of the violence, because I have to be in a peaceful state of mind. Cancer, our cells gone crazy. I'm a 21-year cancer conqueror. And I don't have the mental bandwidth to have the incoming of craziness from television, from movies, from politics, or from friends, from family. You have to protect yourself if you're going to be here. And I noticed that when I watch the news, constant negative news, when I watch the news. I started hurting in my body and all kind of stuff. Like the crookers and the bunkers, all kind of stuff start rising up. And so I have to go in the closet and shut the door. And one of the things I can say to you, part of being able to maintain sanity in an insane world, you got to tune it out. But it's so hard, it's so seductive for me. I used to be involved in politics. I used to be a state legislator. And so I love the debate and I love watching it. I love the communication styles of various politicians and news people. But I can't watch it. I shouldn't watch it because it's not good for me. It's not good for my health. You know, I believe that there should be DACA protection for the DACA participant. I believe that with everything in me. There's so many issues that I want to become involved in, that political activist part of Les Brown. But that, you know, my body say, hey, you know, man, now you're 74. Come on, you served at the Lord's Supper. You all have been dirt. Okay, I'm older than dirt. I used to think people in their 40s were old. Now that I'm 74, I'm older than dirt. I was here before the moon. so, so, oh my God. Oh my God. But I still got the juice. I still got the juice. I want you to like this page and share it. I'm coming to Montreal, and I'm speaking on Sunday. And anybody you know that's there, I want you to let them know that Les Brown, Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy, will be coming to town. And I'm going to share with you how you can make your yearly income your monthly income. Now, is that important? Absolutely. I remember when I heard Bob Proctor speak, and he said the only reason you're earning $80,000 a year, and that's what I was at that time, is because you have not become aware of how to earn $80,000 in a month. I said, whoa, excuse me? See, everything is about awareness. The laws of aerodynamics existed, but the thinking during the time we weren't flying was very limited. Thinking was logical and practical and realistic. If God wanted man to fly, he'd have given him what? Wings. That was our thinking. And so as a result of that limited thinking, then we did not explore to discover ways in which we could be transported in the air like birds. And he's right, because since that time when I heard that lecture, I've earned far more than that. I've earned at least $400,000 in 1 month. I've done that before, and I didn't do it before then. And when I was working at the Miami Sanitation Department in Miami, Florida, earning $10 an hour, and working at Jackson Memorial Hospital as an orderly, and making less than that, because what you do, what you produce, is a result of your level of awareness. Your awareness. If you knew better, you would do better. Can you feel a brother up in here, up in here? So Montreal, I'm excited to be there. I also, what I'm doing now, I decided is, I love this so much. See, you want to live a life that you design, not a life by default. Most people are living by default. See, you were not born to work for a living. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and I'm not going to tell you her name is Tony, or whatever. And she said she was tired. I said, what do you mean? She said, on my job, I go in early, and I have so many things to do, and I have to bring work home, and many times I don't get to sleep until 12 midnight. She said, I'm tired. I got to do something else. I got to do something else. You know what? Identify with this. I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it. You know when people transform their lives? When you get to a point and you say, I've had it. I've had it. I remember I was working a job. I said, I've had it. They said, what are you doing? I said, I'm quitting. Where are you going? I don't know, but I'm leaving here. I've had it. See, that's when people transform. I have a friend, Miss Lillian. She lived next door to us. She was married to a man named Mr. Marvin. Every Friday, Mr. Marvin would come home and he would go out and get drunk and come home and beat Miss Lillian every Friday night. And I saw her years later when I had left Miami and I was in a grocery store. And I said, how you doing, Miss Lillian? She said, oh, Leslie, I'm doing fine. I said, hi, how's Mr. Marvin doing? She said, I left him. I said, why? She said, I'd had it. I'd had it, him beating me every Friday night and then go in church and be a deacon and helping with the collection and all clean up in his suit. She had to sit up in church with shades on from her blackened eyes. I'd had it. And she'd endured it for years. And she stayed with him. She told and reasoned with herself that she did it for the children. But she got to a point that, hey, this is not enough to go through this kind of hell. No. Absolutely not. I'm getting out of here. And she left this sorry trifling behind. And so that I think that all of us have moments in our lives, awakenings, when we become aware and say, wait a minute, I can do better than this. This is not the end of the world. I can do better than this. I can get a better relationship where I'm celebrated rather than tolerated. I can get a better job where I'm paid more and respected and valued and don't hit that proverbial glass ceiling or have to deal with the stress of the politics. I can do something that I love using my imagination and the tools that are available today and live my life from a place of possibility as opposed to a place of limitations. I can do better than this. I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it. And also, I want your comments and like to have some questions. I want some questions from you. So Montreal, I'm coming. Yes, I'm fired up. And the interesting thing that drives me, I'm a fighter. Yes, I am. When I went to the Cleveland Clinic last time, they said my PSA, which stands for prostate-specific antigen, was rapidly increasing it, and it was up to 96. Whoa. Now, I remember at one time it was 2,400. 96 would have intimidated me at one point in time. But not now. I know what I need to do. First of all, I know I can't do sugar anymore. I love it. I'm doing stevia, and because sugar fuels it, but also stress fuels it too. Stress fuels it too. I'm not taking that much sugar, but I'm asking myself, who's the matter with you? I've allowed family members and certain friends, I took their stuff on, and I don't need to do that. Yes, cancer is fueled and thrives on stress. On stress. Sometimes you got to look at your life and look at the people in your life and say, what is this doing to me? What is this doing to me? Do you know there's a term in psychiatry? I talk about it and never go in depth on it. But do you know there's a term in psychiatry that's called relational illness? Do you hear me? A new term in psychiatry. Well, it's not new now. It's been around for a while. Relational illness. It's been scientifically proven that there's certain relationships that can make you sick. I'm telling you. Vi Clark, I'm not going to tell you her name, in Columbus, Ohio, when she was married every year for like 17 years, she had to have some kind of surgery. Once she got out of that marriage, her medical problems ceased. And now that was before we knew about psychoneuroimmunology. Psycho, the mindset, immunology, your immune system. Psychoneuroimmunology, your nervous system. The mind-body connection. There's a relationship. And those of you, Montreal, I want you to come out. I want you to spread the word. I want you to like this page and share it. I want you to call people and say, Les Brown has come to Montreal. In fact, one of the things I'm thinking to really make cancer history in my life, going up and down on planes is not the way to do it. I love to speak so much. I'm like a little kid. I gotta stop before I am stopped. So, it's been so long since I've been to Montreal. I'm going there, but I just turned down 17 international engagements. I'm aware that life is a fight for territory, and once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. And so you have to fight for peace of mind. You have to fight for your health. You have to fight for your strength. You have to fight for your relationship. You have to fight for your sanity. Like this page and share it. Like it and share it. Montreal, when I come, I'm going to teach you how to turn your passion into profit. Number one, how to earn your first million. It's easier now than ever before. But most people are not aware because they're so caught up in this entertainment-driven world and the distractions and the noise of life. They're not using the technologies that's available. See, in order to make it day, it's your mindset. Number one, you got to transform your mindset. You've got to have mental resiliency and deep down resolve and commitment because you're going to take some hits. Think it not strange that you face the fiery furnaces of this world. You will, not you might, you will have tribulations. I want you to like this page and share it. I want your comments. I want your questions. Next thing is, got to have a skill set, and you can't be average. There's a book called Average is Over. It's over. I want you to get a book called The Road to Your Best Stuff. I wrote the foreword for it. It's by my mentor, Mike Williams. The Road to Your Best Stuff. You need to know that. You need a strategy. Success, there's no secret to it, or the secret, yeah. There's no secret, there's a system to it. And the other thing is, and this is major, and most people don't have this, you have to create relationship capital, collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. Ndiki, how are you? Let me see, I want some questions from you. Let me see. Look at my glasses. I look so doofus with these glasses. Let me see. Okay. I want to see what questions you might have for me. Like this page and share it. The Road to Your Best Stuff by Mike Williams. Thank you, Jan. It's a powerful book. And Nikki, how are you? All right. Let me tell you something. I tell you, one of the things about this thing called life, you meet some beautiful people, and that's one beautiful person. I want your comments, and I want your questions, things that you'd like to ask me, because one of the things I want to do at 74, I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. So I want you to like this page and share it, and I want you to ask me some questions so that I can relate to and connect with you and answer some of your questions. I'm going to Montreal, and I'm speaking on this coming Sunday, and I'm fired up and I'm excited about it. I'm going to teach people how to earn their first million. I'm going to teach them how I use my story to make a global, national, and global impact and transform people's lives around the world. And I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you, we need messengers of hope. When you look at the craziness that the country and the embarrassment that we're going through right now, we've never seen anything like this in our lives. I saw a bumper sticker with the President Barack Obama say, "Do you miss me now?" I said, "Yes, we do." Oh, behave, whatever. I mean, come on. I mean, we've never seen this. Somebody have a slush fund for prostitutes? Oh, my God. Oh. stop that. You behave. You behave. You hear me? Who does that? I can't believe I'm seeing this. I say I must be dreaming. This must be a soap opera. This must be a television series. Oh, stop. Stop. I tell you, I have to be pulled away from the TV set. I know it's not healthy for me to watch this craziness. I know it's not good for me. I know. I know. Okay. So here's what to do. So I start watching my old videos. I pull out Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome. It's possible getting unstuck. I start watching my old stuff. Said, talk to me, motivator. Talk to me, motivator. Motivate me. Distract my mind. Distract my mind. Oh, okay. All right. All right. I'm going to be good, I promise. Now y'all know why they labeled me educable, mentally retarded. He got problems, honey. Okay, but listen. This thing called life, boy, is fascinating. I can't believe what I'm seeing and hearing. And it has become normal. The drama and the filth, it has become normal. You know we're going through a storm. Oh, behave. No, you did say that word. A storm is coming. No, it's here. Okay, Montreal. Look here. I'm not going to bring this craziness to Canada. I want you to like this page and share it. Les Brown is coming to Montreal. I'm going to share with you some of the secrets I've learned, how to make it against all odds. How to make it against all odds. I want you to somebody say, oh, behave, whatever. How to make it against all odds. That's what I had to do. I remember I was working, I'm not going to tell you it was Sears. I was the #1 salesperson, just got out of high school. If you're #1, you get to be promoted to manager. I did it 6 months in a row. They didn't promote me. I was angry. And then I remember something. When something happens to you, it can make you bitter or it can make you better. I became better. I chose to leave and go do something else. And that was the birth of the entrepreneur, the birth of a salesman in me. See, one of the things I'm going to talk about when I'm in Montreal about presentation power. You have a power voice. You have talents and abilities lying dormant in you that you don't know. And many times in life, Marion White said this, in life when you don't have enough courage or insight to know that you've outgrown a situation and it's time to move on, life will move on you. So the truth of the matter was, I had outgrown that situation at Sears. I was #1 in the clothing area and men clothing. They moved me around to various departments. Wherever they put me, I became #1, and they were determined not to make me manager. And that was their setup. Guess what? I started my own company and made myself the CEO. Gave myself a promotion. And this is where we are. This is kind of world we live in right now. This friend that I was talking to, Tony, that I'm not going to tell you her name, she said, I'm just tired. I'm just tired of going there every day and got so many things to do and don't have the help and don't have the resources and the things that I need. And I'm working extra hours and I'm bringing work home. I'm tired. I don't have time for my son. I don't have time for myself. I'm just tired. I don't even have time to explore doing something else. She said, I'm just tired. Have you been tired? Have you ever been there? Have you ever been there? And you do it to pay the bills, but after a while, that's not enough to do it. That's not enough. You know you can do more. You know you've got greatness in you. Greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. That's your circumstances, adversities, and things that you're up against. Some of you need this right now because sometimes you need to be reminded of what you already know in your heart. I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it. I want your comments. I want your questions. Ask me some questions. I'm fired up this morning. I'm fired up. Yeah. Pain woke me up this morning and said, it's time for you to get up. I said, okay. I've developed a great tolerance for it, though. I'm good. I'm really good. But I want you to pray for me. I want you to pray that I will continue to be strong and see me being cancer free. See me on the other side of this. See me living my dream and transforming more lives and training more messengers of hope. Like this page and share it. Comment, ask me some questions. Let me put on my doofus looking glasses and see whatever questions that you're by Oceanside, California. You got to be hungry. Thank you. God bless you, bro. Thank you, Daniel. Please give us motivation. My wife is in labor. Whoa! She's about to produce greatness. All right. Congratulations to you. Hey, Kevin in Uganda. How you doing? And so I want to ask you, how do you find new materials that inspire and to draw from your own? Well, I wish I could talk to you right now because I will give you an example. If I interviewed you and asked you some key questions, Althea Grant, the gorgeous, the fabulous, the brilliant one, Althea Grant from Jamaica, who lives in London, England. Hello, Althea. How are you? Like this page and share it. I love me some Althea Grant. But let me share this with you. Let me give you some tips on speaking. I was talking with my son John Leslie the other day, and he's very creative, and my daughter Ona, we call her the message midwife. So you can take various situations, and I'll give you an example. A friend who I was talking to just said she's tired. She's tired of working on a job where she's not valued, she's not appreciated, it's not her, it's below her intelligence, and they're not paying her enough because they had a major layoff, she has to do 2 and 3 jobs with no additional compensation and pay. And she's got to bring work home, and she's just tired. She doesn't want to do this anymore. She's burned out. Now, what do you do when you're in that kind of situation and you got a mortgage note and you got car note and you have children and you have credit card debt and everything else staring at you and you're the primary breadwinner? What do you do? Well, Fannie Lou Hamer said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. See, you got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. You got to decide, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something. And don't say, well, what would I do? No. Never go to what or to how. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established, and all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Commit. Make the commitment to do the work. You'll be surprised of how powerful you are. I had no idea when I was allowing myself to go through arguments with Bert Charles at WVKO radio station in Columbus, Ohio, when I was a disc jockey. They called me Les Brown, the man about town. I had no idea in my future when they fired me. And I was so stupid, I called a boycott against the radio station so that I can get my job back. See, I had no idea. Helen Keller said, when one door closes, another door opens. But most of us are so narrow in our thinking. Most of us don't have the belief in ourselves that we spend time talking about and complaining about the closed door rather than exploring the open door. And finally, the last time they fired me, I went about my business and I went from disc jockey to state representative. Yeah, when one door closes, another door opens, but most of us spend so much time talking about and complaining about the closed door, we don't see the open door. I now look back. Have you ever had an experience at the time when it happened, it appeared to be negative, but then when you got some distance from it, you look back and say, whoa, that was a wonderful thing. That was a wonderful thing. Because had he not fired me, I would not have become a state representative. Had he not fired me, I would not have gone back to Miami to take care of my mother. Had he not fired me, I would not have had a talk show, and King World paid me $5 million in 1992. That was a lot of money in 1992. Had he not fired me, I would not have become a motivational speaker. Had he not fired me, I would not have been able to transform people's lives in this country and over 51 countries around the world. He meant it for evil. God meant it for good. Listen to me. There is a bright future in you. This is your winning season. Listen to me. Risk winning. Risk winning. A lot of people won't take any risk because they don't want to fail. Risk winning. Bernie Dorman said that from CEO Space. Yes, risk winning. Viscott said, if you're not willing to risk, you cannot grow. And if you cannot grow, you can't become your best. And if you can't become your best, you can't be happy. And if you can't be happy, then what else is there? Come on, somebody. As Della Toro McNeil would say, come on, somebody. Oh, boy. This thing called life. It's fascinating. I saw Johnny Wimbrey, one of my spiritual sons. He and his wife were in a restaurant. A guy came up to them and told them, want them to leave the restaurant. And Johnny said, why? Because I don't like you. Now, mind you, this is on Facebook and YouTube. Because he wouldn't give his seat to a guy who came in after Johnny and his wife had been seated and ordered their food. This guy wanted them to get up and give their seat to a patron who wanted that table. Can you imagine? I am so glad that Johnny was able to restrain himself. I'm so glad. There's a level of craziness that's out here right now. There are people who feel emboldened because of the climate that has been created right now. And here's what I want to encourage you. When things go wrong, and they will, when things go wrong, don't go with them. Don't go with them. I was at the airport, and the guy had people circling. I was one of those, about the seventh time. But then I noticed a car, young lady in there he was talking to. He didn't make her circle because he's trying to hit on her. So he asked me to circle. I said, no. When she go, I'll go. I'll follow right behind her. So he goes on this little walkie-talkie to call for backup. He's got a gun, got a badge. He's bad. So crazy Liberty City about to come out of me. And a lady, fortunately, there are earth angels. She said, Mr. Brown, pull off. I said, wait, he didn't make her go. She said, did you hear me? Listen to me. Look me in the eyes. You've made a difference in my life. You've helped me. Let me help you. Trouble is easy to get into. Do you hear me? Trouble is easy to get into, but hard to get out of. She said, drive your behind around and circle this place. And don't have an encounter with this guy. He's not worth it. No one knows his name, but everybody knows you. I said, thank you. You know, sometimes it feels good to go crazy about it. You about to make me lose my mind up in here. You about to make me act a fool up in here. When things go wrong, don't go with them. I'm going to Montreal. I am so fired up. I am so excited to see y'all in Montreal. This Sunday, Kathy Trapiano has put together a lineup of speakers, and it's going to be on this coming Sunday that's going to transform your life. And I want you to spread the word that Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy will be there. Let me check and see what questions that you might have. When you be coming to Western Canada, I have not a clue. Hello, Ruth Berry Allen. How are you? Listen, I just did an event. I just did a recording for you last night. You're doing some incredible work. You do a speech from hope Listen to me right now. From hope to happiness. Yes, you are bad somebody. Okay, there is my spiritual son, James McNeil. How are you, that's my guru son. And Giddy, when things go wrong, don't go with them. You like that, okay? Ruth Mary Allen, I love you. Yes, indeed. And listen, did I see Kim Jacobs? That is my spiritual daughter. She's a powerful one. She's in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're going to be there on the 7th, and that's going to be June 7th. That's going to be a great experience, yes. Somebody said, ooh, that's good. Thank you, Dorothy Farmer. I'm glad that you like that. I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it. And I also want your comments. I'd like to have some questions from you. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Boy, you talking about a powerful speaker and a strategist, Michelle. He is phenomenal indeed. Listen, here's something else. As you look at your life and look at your goals, yes, and I want you to think about this. Life is like an elevator. Life is like an elevator. You know, one of my spiritual sons, Dale, said this, and I love it. He said, life is like an elevator. As you go up, sometimes you have to stop and let some people off. Come on, somebody. Come on now. Yes. Life is like an elevator. As you go up in your life, you got to stop and let some people off because they can't go. You outgrow people. There are people you used to party with and hang with and kick it with. And then because of your growth mentally and emotionally and spiritually, and they're not growing, guess what? You outgrow them. Let go or be dragged. Let go. There's some people you got to, the courage shows up in the Bible constantly. Be of good courage. It takes courage to let people go that are no longer good for you. It's good for them. It works for them, but it doesn't work for you. Ooh, come on. Now that'll preach. What's wrong with him? He's got problems. Whatever. Oh, behave. I took on myself. Okay, I'm going to stop. I got issues. So I'm going to... Jayla, how are you doing? You can see your godfather has lost it this morning. I'm going to be in Montreal this coming Sunday. And I tell you, you better watch out. Those Canadians going to leave there speaking unknown tongues. Oh, Chevrolet, Honda, Toyota, Tababota, Chevrolet. Oh, behave. We're going to have a great time. It's going to be fun. Teach you how to turn your passion into profit. How to take your story. See, Maya Angelou said there's nothing as painful as an untold story buried in your soul. Nothing as painful as that. You got a story in you that can transform people's lives. Some things happen to you. Some things happen for you to take it and make something powerful with it. Are you feeling me up in here? Yes. So as you look at your life, look at your goals and dreams. If you're in Montreal, anywhere close by, you want to come out, you want to call people and say, Les Brown is coming. And it's going to be an experience this coming Sunday. Then I'm going to be at Unity on the Bay next Friday in Miami, Florida. Going home, Unity on the Bay. And my daughter Ona is going to be with me, and Gladys from Fernanda from Nassau, Bahamas. One of the speakers I've trained, she's going to be there. We're going to light that place up. Let the record show. We're going to have a great experience. So this is a time you have to raise the bar yourself. Things are different right now. And wait a minute, what did you say? That's Althea said, I'm feeling you up in here. Okay, listen, hey Kim, hi. So I'm encouraging you to be great. Why? Since greatness is possible, then being excellent or average is not enough. You've got greatness in you. You are to live a longer life and a bigger life. Listen, life is not just about stressing out, paying bills, and being in a relationship with an argumentative, toxic person. Life is about living and laughing and loving and having a good time. Enjoying yourself. Enjoying yourself is to be enjoyed. I know people who have never really taken the time to enjoy themselves. They sacrifice themselves for other people. And most of the time, they don't appreciate it. They're the children. It's an interesting thing. I'm experiencing this now. You know about if you have any kids, you could do 100 great things, and then there's a yeah, but. You remember when you did such and such? Yeah, but. You know what I said about the yeah, but? The hell with it. I don't want to hear it. Oh, no, you're not going to drag me back there and rub my face in that yeah, but. All the good things you do, they forget. And then they want to remind you of your shortcomings. He who is without sin cast the first stone. You so perfect. Yeah, but. Yeah, you did that, but. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Let me hear from you. Give a brother some feedback up in here. Let me see. I want your comments and I want to hear from you and some questions. I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it. And I want people in Montreal to know that Les Brown, Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy, he's coming. He's coming. Spencer, how are you? I'm so glad to see you watching. Okay, I'm coming to Montreal this coming Sunday. I'm hungry to get to you. People that are hungry are relentless. People that are hungry are unstoppable. People that are hungry take no prisoners and eat the wounded. I'm hungry. You got to be hungry to make it a day. Yeah. Gotta be hungry. Are you hungry? What are you hungry for? I'm finishing my book. What are you hungry for? This is your winning season. What are you hungry for? You deserve more. You deserve the best that life has to offer. You've got greatness in you. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness. Come on now. In alignment with your purpose. You were created on purpose, with a purpose. You have something special. You've got greatness in you. Don't define yourself by your circumstances or what you don't have. No, or what you're going through. No. In life, you will always be faced with a series of God-ordained opportunities, brilliantly disguised as problems and challenges. You've got greatness in you. Montreal, Les Brown's coming. Yes, I am. I'm going to be eating hot pepper on a fork until I get there. Oh, behave. Okay, I'm going to be good. I promise. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. Okay. All right, I'm going to end this now. I hope that this day will be the best day of your life and the rest of your life. You have something special. You have greatness in you. Montreal, Les Brown, Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. I'll be there this Sunday. Spread the word. Come out in strong numbers. If you know people in Montreal, call them and let them know I'm coming. Go to my website. You'll see a link there with all the information so you can sign up and you can get your tickets and come out in strong numbers. But I guarantee you, I've decided every speech I give from now on, I'm going to take it to another level. I just feel it. I feel it. I'm going to finish strong. Yes, indeed. You have something special. You have greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy and Kim Jacobs' pride and joy. That's my spiritual daughter. You take care. Montreal will never be the same again. You got that right. Let the record show. From my lips to God's ears. Notice, no gray anywhere. I got up early to cover this gray so y'all couldn't see it. Oh, behave. Okay, all right. Bye.